so far, and I will particularly be interested in knowing if you got anything out of the many speeches previously delivered this evening in Danish. Johan will give you a warm welcome, and I hope you will share your thoughts and make this evening even more memorable for us. Welcome.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's my rare opportunity to be given this memorable event to stand before you. I come from Zambia, and Zambia is a country in southern part of Africa. We practice multi-party democracy as well. But what I've learned today, what I've seen today, that there is also a room for young people in Danish politics. Big up to the young man whom I saw here giving a speech, assisted by the other fellow young man. So when you come to Zambia, tell us about, wow, we need to see participation of women and the youth in politics. To me, it's a living testimony. I've seen it with my own naked eyes, which actually is a very big up to you. I think you can give yourself a big up on that one. My name is Ezra Ngulube. I'm the second born in the family of 6. We have 3 boys and 3 girls. I'm the Secretary General of a political party called National Restoration Party. We are in opposition in Zambia. And when I say we are in opposition in Zambia, I mean it. We are in opposition. It's not an easy road to be in opposition in Zambia in particular. There is quite a lot that is happening. And I didn't come to Denmark alone on this study tour. I came with my colleague, Ms Evelyn Matongo. She's seated up there. You can stand up. I bring you greetings from Zambia. Zambian people are greeting you in Denmark, and indeed I bring greetings from our president, Mr. Elias Chikimo, who is sending his greetings to you people of Denmark. And indeed, I just want to say that this partnership that we have had with DLDP for the past 3 years, I can confirm with you that I personally, who's standing in front of you today, before this partnership existed, I couldn't stand in front of you people and speak the way I'm speaking. It was quite difficult, you know. It was until we had workshops on communications, workshop on organization development, workshop on how you can develop policies. And this is me standing before you. And I'm proudly to say that I'm a student who has graduated from the DLDP partnership with my party, NAREP. We have learned quite a lot in these few days that you have been in Denmark. It's an amazing country. Danish people are lovely people, friendly people. And I just want to thank you to keep up that spirit as far as you can. It's quite educating. And in Zambia, there is a word we use to say thank you in one of the local languages. We have got 72 languages in Zambia with 10 provinces, you know. So one of the popular, like one of the languages we use mostly in Osaka, to say thank you, we say zikomo kwambili, meaning thank you very much. We really, really appreciate that. And apart from that, I want just to touch one of the most important parts, is that the world is becoming a global village. Whatever is happening elsewhere, in one or the other, it might be affecting you here. I would cite an example of Syria. Syria, it's a country which is far from here. You've got nothing to do with what is happening here. But to some extent, whatever is happening there, you might be affected in one or the other. You see immigrants coming from that end, coming to Denmark to come and seek refugee. So what I just want to appeal to you, that the passion, the ideas of promoting democracy world over should not cease, should continue. Because if we make this world a better place than we found it, I can assure you, we are going to live in peace and harmony. And the challenges, the problems that we are facing at the moment, they shall be reduced, and it shall be a happy world. Apart from that, keep on promoting the peace and democracy that you have been doing for the past, I would say, 300 years. I'm saying 300 years because I've seen buildings that are as old as 300 years. And that's one thing I've learned from Denmark, where you're able to preserve these old things, and they are visible today. You're able to promote participation of politics, of young men, women in politics. And it's actually quite interesting. This afternoon, we had an interesting meeting with one of the MPs, Madam Eve. It was really interesting. And when we spoke about the women's rights, we're joking with that. Look, us as men, we don't have anything that we're all a woman. So when people are standing up to say, we are fighting for human rights, which rights are you fighting for? A man doesn't have any right with you. It's a matter of you women taking up your role in politics and do what you can do in order for you to participate. Because when God created man, he created them equal. There's nobody who's superior upon the other. So when you continue fighting for that, it's simply saying, you've got something that belongs to me. Nobody got something that belongs to you. It's a matter of us standing up from where we are, from that comfort zone, to say, we have to participate and make this world, make this country a better place. We have learned quite a lot from the partnership that has existed. When you talk of policy development, as my political party right now in Zambia, we have developed about 3 policies that we are promoting. One of them is education. The other one is empowerment. And the third one is energy. When you talk of empowerment, there are 2 vulnerable groups that are more vulnerable in Zambia. This is the women and the youth. And as National Restoration Party, we have come up with a strategy, with an initiative, which is actually going to be a development platform for Africa. We appreciate the aid that is given to Africa, but at the same time, we want the governments in Africa to start investing in people. There is an initiative we are calling TPG, which means 20% generation. TPG is an initiative that NAREP have started in Zambia. This TPG plan, we are actually telling the government that we need to come up with a law that is going to give contracts to the women and the youth to supply at least 20% of the government contracts in a year, because I believe that the biggest buyer in anywhere in the world is the government. So if the government is constructing a road, for example, and this road is 100 meters, we are saying 20% of the stones used in that road construction, let it be supplied by the youth and the women that will belong to this particular grouping called 20% generation. Because we want the governments in Africa to invest in its own people. And once that can be achieved, I can assure you, in Africa we only have 2 groups. We have the richest and the poorest. We don't have the middle class. You understand? So we are saying the only way we can create the middle class, we need the government to invest in its own people. And as National Restoration Party, we need support in terms of the know-how. How do we implement this type of initiative? And if it can work in Zambia, it can work everywhere in Africa. With your help and with your participation, how best we can implement such a strategy. And I just want to, I don't want to bore you, I'm not the candidate in this election that is going on here. But I just want to say that it's really important that we remain strong. It's really important that we remain united. It's really important to continue promoting ideas that inspires. Thank you.
Og jeg ved faktisk ikke, om resultatet foreligger endnu. Men indtil da, så jeg skal i hvert fald selv over besøge Hans. Og det kan være, at der er andre, der også skal det. Så venter vi i spænding på resultatet.